Good afternoon.
Oh, hello, Abdullah. How are you today?
I'm good, Maria.
Nah, nah,
How are
nah,
you
nah, nah.
today?
In peace, free, happy, successful, and fulfilled. Come on.
Oh, yes, in peace, free, happy, successful, and fulfilled.
Great. Pretty good. Okay, I have twin Babasi. It's your name? Hello.
Hello.
Is that your name? Twin Mbambasi?
Yes, please.
Oh, great. Where are you from?
I'm from Uganda, but I stay in Rwanda.
Rwanda. Oh, it's a new country. Welcome to the class. Is this your first time?
It's my second time.
Great. I love your smile.
Thank you so much.
Goodwin Olivet. Hello.
Hello,
How are you today?
I'm very fine, and you?
In peace, free, happy, successful, and
Oh, in
fulfilled.
peace, free, happy, successful, and fulfilled.
Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from Ghana.
Ghana. Good. Andrew Williams. Hello. Open your microphone,
Hello.
please. Yeah, now, yeah.
Yes, hello. How are you doing? I'm happy to be here today.
Me too. So do I. Great to see you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Welcome to the class, Lupita, Abdullah, Goodwin, Twinem Babasi, Andrew, Oke Patrick, Hugo Ivan Guachi, Celia Maxwell, Aaron, Mayra, Agustin Sarah, Mohamed, Rejoice, Abdul Kadir, Santillan Maria, Aminat Mohamed, Mr. and Mrs. Ousu Papuse. Oh, great. Where are you from? Open your microphone, please.
Hello, we are from Ghana.
Ghana. Oh, so good. Nice to see you. Working as spouses. Great, great, great. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Malala Ratsimbasafi. Oh my God. Sorry if I don't pronounce well the name. So sorry so much. Okay, today is a great day because we have this meeting to learn, to share, to meet, and to be here with everybody of you. For me, it's really a pleasure. I would like to ask you during the class, please write your name and your email address into the chat because we are having problems with the link of assistance, and my partner Lupita is going to take note of the names and the email address. So please, during the class, write the name and the email address into the chat of the Zoom, please. Okay, ready for beginning. Oh, it's coming more people. So great. Marvelous. Rosie Ruiz, where are you from?
Good afternoon, everyone. I am from Ecuador.
Ecuador. What city in Ecuador?
I'm from Loja, but I am living in Cuenca now.
Cuenca. I am Ecuadorian. I was born in Quito.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
So we are paisanas.
Yes. So good. Is your first time here in the class or your second time?
It's my first time. I haven't been able to join before, so this is my first class.
Okay, perfect. Welcome to the class.
Thank you.
Please, for the people who's coming, write your name and your email address. And if it's possible, the country that you are, because my partner Lupita is going to take note of all of you. Okay, let's start. To begin the class, I'm going to share with you an explanation, a short explanation about how to work with the virtual campus. So, if it's your first time, please pay attention. When you have registered into the virtual campus of English, you will have to click www.campusfmm.com. And then we are going to be in the virtual campus. Here you can choose the area of English and choose here this area of English. You see English. We have Spanish, English, Portuguese, French. This is a program for parents in Spanish, and this is a program for students in Spanish. So you click it here in the generation number 11, doesn't matter what generation you are. Then you will come here. If you have not registered yet, you go here, register on generation number 11, and complete this full form. You complete this full form, and then you will be joined into the virtual campus. Then you will choose the generation that you have registered before. 8, 9, 10, or 11, which is registering this month, October. Here, I'm going to click it here because I am into generation number 8. I have registered in the generation number 8. I'm going to close this because I was there before. So you join into the virtual campus in the generation that you have registered, and then click it here in the area which says login. There you are going to write your username. The username is the first part of your email address before the ad. My email address, I'm going to write it here. My email address is this. But, I don't know what did I do. Okay, this is my email address, but my username is only the first part before the at. I'm going to erase this. And the password is the password that you have created when you register it. I suggest use your ID number because it's unique for you and you'll never forget. I'm going to write my no. Yeah. There is my virtual campus of this generation. As you could see, here we have the capital letter of my name, Fergie Valencia. I'm going to click it here. And we have here two options. You could see I have completed 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 modules. We have two options to work. We can click it here, activity management, that I like, I prefer. And this activity management is going to present these modules here and this area for each step. Sorry. As you can see here, it has a green mark. That means I have completed these areas. I have downloaded my Module 5 certificate. If you have completed, you can see here, and I have all the areas with green color. Then I'm going to click it here in module number 6, and it's going to help me to check the areas that I have. Oh, if you want, you could click it here in the blue signal, and this blue signal is going to send you to the area that you have to work. This is the module number 6, the introduction of the module number 6. And here we are going to complete. Previous resources. We are going to listen the audio. We are going to read all of these. Resources of the module. I don't know if these videos are in English. Let's see.
The human voice.
Yeah, it's in English.
It's the instrument.
Great. So you could listen the audios, and these are going to help you to understand all the modules that we are working. Module number 6. As you could see, step by step. This is in Spanish, but you could take it from YouTube and then you are going to translate. How to improve your vocabulary with 10 techniques. Let me see, is it in Spanish or in English?
If you want to master more words and express yourself
Yeah, it's
properly
in
and
English
accurately,
also.
you don't.
So you have the videos in English. Tips. Speaking in public speaking. And you could see here, I have done, that means I have finished this area. Public speaking privileges. So now I have to continue with the motivational capsules, watching the video, reading. Here we have the initial motivational capsule. We are going to have, where is the other one? Let me see. Reflection. I don't know why I don't complete this more. No. I'm going to back here. Okay, module number 6. Initial motivational capsule. It's supposed has more videos, but I don't know what happened. Okay, let's see here. It's memory here. Yeah, this is done. Memory, are you here?
No, tutor. No yet.
He was trying to join. I think
Yeah.
it's having problems with the give me a minute, please. Okay, this is the way that we have to work. We have to work for. This is the way that we have to work for. If we have any problem, give me a minute, please. Okay. So we are going to check this part. I don't know what happened. Okay, I have it. Dr. Marcelino Munoz, Marta Paz. This video is in English or in Spanish?
Si gusta nada más prender el micro y decir sí o no.
No. This is in Spanish and this is in Spanish. So there we have. Forum reflection. Don't make a post here in the forum. We have to check it here, reply, and answer the question that we have here. The question is, what actions can you take to motivate your student to learn public speaking? I am going to work with them in the class, is my answer. Post to the forum, and then we have completed. Then we have the questionnaire, and after that I finish the questionnaire, I can download my certificate of module number 6. This is the way that we are going to work. You see, I have 100% of each module, and module number 6, 75%. Okay, do you have any question, my dear tutors?
Yeah. Hello.
Okay, tell me, Bokari.
Yes. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. There's something I want to get clear here. One is I've been hearing you are mentioning Generation 8, Generation 9, Generation 10, and the rest. I want to know if each category of generation has different program, or all of us are doing the same.
No. Each generation is different because each month you register it. For example, if you register it in September, you register it in generation number 10. If you register it in August, you register in generation number 9. In July, generation number 8. It's the same classes, the same program, the same platform, the same virtual campus. The unique difference is the time that you have registered it. After you have registered, you have 4 months, more or less, to finish this program, to complete the work in the virtual campus, and to complete the 10 assistants of these classes. After that, you can download your own certificate from the virtual campus. But doesn't matter what generation you are. The time is running and you have to complete the activities. Okay? Bokari?
Okay. Thank you
Is it
very
clear
much.
now?
Yes, this is what I was. Yes, it's clear now. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. Hello, Memory. Nice to see you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for helping me last class because I wasn't here.
Thank you.
Okay, if you have any other question, please write into the chat and we will try to help you with Tutor Lupita, who is here next to me. And now we are going to start with the class. Today we are going to talk about the module number 6 that we were watching in my virtual campus. Advanced Comprehensive Educational Program, Increasing School Retention, module number 6. Please, Abdullah, could you read the presentation?
Yes, Maria, thank you for giving me this opportunity. And it says the Miscellaneous Munoz Foundation, a non-profit political organization widely known in Mexico with international projection, which has expanded in America, Europe, Africa through the development of educational programs of great values, which can be evaluated by institutions.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Tutor Memory is working in his country, Malawi, to create a connection with the government to have the evaluation of this program for this country in Africa. If you know any authority could help us, let us to know to work with. Okay. Initial motivational capsule. When Dr. Marcelino Munoz created this program, he decided to make these in motivational capsules because he really thinks that when we are motivated, we are going to work in a right way. So I'm going to tell you good afternoon because I am in Mexico. And for the people who is in America, even is afternoon. And you are going to say good morning, good evening, because you are in Africa, and in Africa in this moment, it's night. Then I will ask you, how are you? And you will answer to me, in peace, free, happy, successful, and fulfilled. Are you ready?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good afternoon from Mexico.
Good evening from
Good evening, Ecuador.
Good evening from Sierra Leone.
Good afternoon from Ghana.
How are you today?
In
In
peace,
peace,
In peace, free,
happy,
happy, successful,
Great. This motivational capsule we need to use during our activities for your school, for your community, for your house, for everybody around you. Okay, and this is the purpose of the teacher tutor diploma. I was listening to Mariama Siredabo. Could you read, please, the purpose of the teacher tutor diploma? Oh, we have a problem with your connection, my dear. We don't listen so well. Okay, let's try with Abdullah. Abdullah had participated. No. Memory, read the purpose of the teacher tutor diploma, please.
Thank you for giving me that opportunity. We say purpose of the teacher tutor diploma. The fundamental purpose of the teacher tutor program by the year 2050 is to reduce the educational gap, and for 20 out of every 100 students who begin primary school to complete a professional career, and thus in this way achieving the necessary quality of life in people in their most sublime purposes, living in peace, free, happy, successful, and fulfilled.
Thank you so much, Memory. This is the purpose of the teacher diploma. This is the reason why we are here in this class. We are inviting you to participate in this class. This is the most important purpose. Okay, and here we have the decalogue of the teacher tutor. The topics that we take into the class for every Thursday, and in the topics that you take into the virtual campus for each module. I would like to ask to Goodwin Olivet. Goodwin Olivet, please read the first 5 purposes.
Okay. The first one says guide students in the course of their professional career. Number 2, advise students on the importance of attending classes. Number 3, advise them on the benefits of punctuality. Number 4, accompany them when they have failed subjects. And number 5, guide them about sales and being entrepreneurs.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Agustin Sara Conten, could you read the next 5, please? Agustin Sara Conten.
Okay. Number 6, Yes, ma. Number 6.
Yes.
Motivate them to learn. Motivate them to learn to speak in public. 7. Guide them to make good decisions. 8. Encourage them to develop social projects. 9. Promote the practice of values. And 10. Promote physical, mental, and emotional health care.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. These
Yes, ma'am.
are the topics that we are working with in the virtual campus and this program. Guide students in the course of their professional career is very important because we need to guide the girls, the children, to have a motivation to get a professional career. Since you are in the school, you have to say to the students, what would you like to be in the future? And she or he is going to answer, oh, I like to be a doctor. Okay, say, Dr. Abdullahi, teacher Mariamma, lawyer Agustin. Call them with their professional that they have chosen because it's important for them to motivate in that way. Advise students on the importance of attending classes. If you don't go to the class, it's not the same. You are not going to learn the same. Advise them on the benefits of punctuality. Punctuality is respect the time of the people. So it's necessary to be punctuality. Accompany them when they have failed subjects. There is a problem in the school. Sometimes they don't have energy, sometimes they don't have the books. There are a lot of reasons, but we need to help them. Guide them about sales and being entrepreneurs. This is not only for the children. This is not only for our students. This is also for us. This is also for us. Because as teachers, we need to be entrepreneurs. You are working as teacher all the time, and you when are going to be retired, you are not going to have the resources to produce more money. But if you have an entrepreneur, if you are a salesman, if you have an idea of produce, you are going to be better. Motivate them to learn to speak in public. This is the topic today, so I'm not going to explain nothing. Guide them to make good decisions. A lot of children, a lot of teenagers, it's very sad, but they decided to suicide, for example. That is because we don't motivate them to take good decisions, to make good decisions. Encourage them to develop social projects, very important, to help the people around us. Promote the practice of values. A human being without values is not a human being. And promote physical, mental, and emotional health care. When I arrived to the class, you could see always in my face a smile. It's because the attitude. It's because I am mental, emotional, and physical healthy. And that is the reason because I can work with you. Okay. The story today is motivate them to learn to speak in public. I'm going to stop to share, and I would like to listen to you. I like to listen to you. What is the way or what? Yeah. How are we going to help the students to motivate them to learn to speak in public? Memory.
All right. Once again, thank you for the floor provided. I have brainstormed about a number of things. Firstly, I was looking at being able to speak in public. I looked into it as a talent of some kind, a skill that an individual has to develop and has to have in himself or herself. Simply, when we are asked on how to advise the students to be able to speak in public, it demands a lot, of which most of us, and even the students, they are filled with fear and anxiety. And in the moment they just face people, they tend to shiver as if they enter the crowd. Now, because of that, we are supposed to encourage them that the beginning is always difficult, and they have to understand that the beginning is always difficult, and they have to start small. As they are starting small, they have to arrange what they want to speak. I was looking at the structure of having probably the headline and the topic itself, then the body, then the conclusion in their speech, so that they arrange the points and the content in order. Sometimes also in this particular organization, as they are preparing themselves, they have also to use some other assistants. For example, we can use maybe visual, like what is happening today as we are learning. We can also assist them, our students, images, slides. All those are just some of the informations we can use to assist them. We can also ask them, firstly, to know who they are talking to, the abilities of the reception of others, and again, the influence they have on the topic produced. So there is a lot that is demanded. Simply, I have to stop there for the beginning. Thank you.
Tutor, sorry for the interruption. The attendant links is now in the chat.
Okay, thank you so much, Lupita. So please fill the form that you have there to check the assistance. Anyway, Lupita has recorded or take notes of your names and email address also. Okay. For the people who is coming in the first time, don't worry. This is the module number 6, but we are going to complete the cycle. We are going to finish the module number 10, and then we will back to the module number 1. So it's no problem. You just need to complete 10 attendances. Doesn't matter what happened or which module have you started, okay? You have to complete 10 attendances and the work in the virtual campus. That's all. Okay. So somebody else could tell us how work with the students or with the children or with the teenagers to motivate them to speak in public. Do you know? Anybody? Ahamalala, hello. Would you like to participate?
Thank you for giving me to help my students speak in public. This is the thing that I have done with my class. We have dialogues, and we practice. I ask them to practice some dialogues, or I give them structure of things that they should say. For example, good morning, I am, and they give their name. And then after, today I'm going to talk about these things, and I give them introductory sentences that we have to learn. And then they practice in groups. And after, when they finish their practicing groups, they can move on to practice in front of a class, and we practice I get them to practice gradually, and I improve their speaking gradually until they manage to speak freely. And the fact of practicing many times reduce their anxiety, and this is how I help my students to speak in public.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Hamalala. I have here Mr. and Mrs. Ousu. Praise specific skills, acknowledge and praise a specific aspect of their presentation, such as a clear communication, effective visual, or engaging delivery or notes. Thank you so much. Aaron Mayra, turn on your microphone, please.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, now yes.
All right. Another strategy which I found is useful to help students to boost their confidence to speak in public is by storytelling. Students, like I say, every Monday, they have to speak how did they spend their weekend. And I've discovered that is so important that they can boost their confidence when they try to express what they are feeling, their emotions, something like that, that can boost their confidence in many areas. And another thing which is very important, which I discovered, is reading, because speaking sometimes it needs a lot of effort because you need to think, process the words. But when you are reading, you're just trying to read what is there, so it can boost also the confidence to speak in public. So I think those are two other strategies we can use to help our students to build their confidence.
Thank you so much, Aaron Mayra. Where are you from?
I am from Mozambique.
Mozambique. Great. I was reading in the chat, the person is asking how to evaluate in Ghana. Okay, the Foundation Marcelino Munoz is going to different countries, but we ask you, you are there in each country. If you have the possibility to contact us with authorities, the government of the Ministry of Education or a university that would like to certificate our program in your country, let to us to know about that, and we will make the processes to evaluate that and certificate in your country. So please help us for that. Okay, Aminat Mohammed says the pupils can be encouraged by assigning a task to them to make a presentation in front of their classmates or at the assembly ground in order to build their confidence. Right. Presentation by children during assembly can help pupils to build confidence gradually. Then, to be people. Start early and practice often. Begin with simple speaking tasks and gradually increase the complexity of the presentation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very important, your apportations. Okay, to Nembabasi gift.
Okay, thank you so much. One of the things that I feel like the learner should have to have those public speaking skills, I feel like this learner should have, at least, if we can use, my friends talked about storytelling activities. We can also have role playing. You can have a certain context, which can be, for example, a dialogue, and these students practice it. After practicing it, then they can come in front of the other students. They learn to practice to be confident, firstly, in front of the students. Then they say out whatever they mastered with their minds, not just copying from anywhere. And another thing I can say, we can use visual effects like the pictorial. The pictures, a student can use those pictures to tell certain stories. How? This one, it shows the student that you can have a different story from that picture. Everyone can have a different story. You just encourage them that whatever that you're saying is not wrong, because we all see different stories. We have different stories from different pictures. There's how we see different things in different ways. So this one will motivate students to speak out their mind, to be confident and take away that fear. So I think one of the things is role playing and also storytelling activities. I hope that those things can remove anxiety and fear from the students. Thank you so much.
Dr. Fernanda, your microphone, it's close.
So sorry. Okay, fear of public speaking. Public speaking. Oh, just thinking about public speaking often described as one of your biggest and most common fears. Can make your palms sweat, but there are many ways to cope with this anxiety and learn how to deliver a memorable speech. I was remembering in the morning when I was 17 years old, I graduated from the preparatory school, and the director of the school asked me to give the speech for all the students and for all the parents that were the parents and the guests that were invited to assist to this event. There were more or less 400 people. And I was really nervous. It was my first time, 17 years old, first time speaking with 400 people in front of. Was great. At the beginning, very nervous, but was great. At the end, I end the speech crying because I was greeting with my parents. I was grateful with my grandparents, and I finished it crying. Was very important, that experience, because it was my first speech in public. And if we can make that, we can make all of things. The most important, as we watching before, is the confidence that we have for ourselves. Everyone encounters situations where they need to influence and motivate people, whether encouraging a customer to choose your product or inspiring a team to achieve an objective. Influence and motivation are particularly important if you need to influence people who are not under your direct authority. Influence and motivation have a subtle distinction. Influence is getting other people to see your point of view, while motivation is compelling them to act. Learn and practice our team is to influence and motivate your audience simultaneously. Okay, here we have a video which is going to give us some tips that are necessary to review to have a good speech in public. Let's watch the video. Let's think what tips you use and what other tips you can add after the video. Okay? Pay attention, please.
Mindset tips. I'm going to give you 6 mindset tips to help you overcome your public speaking anxiety and nerves by at least 50%. These tips will help you cut your anxiety in half, and that's a great start. I'd like to tell you about 2 resources. The first is a free PDF download with 7 instant tips for more confident and composed speaking. I also have a number of online classes on things like public speaking and communication skills and leadership. And there's always at least one free class that you can take. I'll put links to all of those resources in the description below this video. There are 2 main inroads to your public speaking anxiety. And the first is changing your mindset. The second is changing your behavior or the concrete actions that you take. You can start at either entry point in this feedback loop because your mindset and your behavior reinforce each other. In this video, I'll be giving you 6 tips all about mindset or how you think. If you can change the way you think about public speaking, you'll change the way you feel. In a follow-up video, I'll give you 6 more tips that are all behavioral based. That's another way to get at this anxiety. And when that one's ready, I will post it and put a link to it in the description below. And I'll put a summary of these 6 tips at the end. First, realize that anxiety and nervousness are not signs of trouble. These are just signs that you're about to do something important. We don't get nervous about meaningless activities. Even professionals get nervous. I was reading an interview with the world famous and veteran actor Michael Douglas, and he said, "I'm always nervous when I have to do public speaking, and I have now gotten used to my nerves and how to deal with it, but it's part of the excitement." So even rich, famous, and normally confident people get nervous about public speaking. It's not a sign of trouble or that there's something wrong with you. Second, realize that you're only about half as nervous as you think. The other half is called excitement. They are 2 sides of the same emotional coin. I heard a consultant the other day say that she has grown to like the butterflies in her stomach before she presents. She said it reminds her that she's challenging herself. It's the same with acting, playing guitar, or sports in front of a crowd. A lot of those feelings are excitement. After people speak and the anxiety is gone, they still feel excited about what they just did. So the mindset tip is not to talk to yourself about how nervous you are. Instead, talk to yourself about how at least half of what you're feeling is excitement. Those butterflies are proof that you're alive and about to do something special. Number 3, realize that you do not look on the outside as nervous as you feel on the inside. Your listeners can't tell how you feel. They can only see what you show them. And I've asked hundreds of speakers right after they speak, how nervous did you feel on a scale of 1 to 10? They usually say 8, 9, or 10. But the listeners routinely say that the speaker only looked about 2 or 3 out of 10 on that anxiety scale. So once you realize that you don't come across nearly as nervous as you feel, that's half the battle. I saw Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, talking about giving a big speech. Before he spoke, he said his heart was pounding. He was really nervous. His adult daughter was with him, and she looked out at the huge crowd and she said to him, "Dad, I don't know how you can be so calm. I'd be freaking out." So he was nervous, but he said to her, No, it's going to be fine. I've got this." His own daughter couldn't tell that he was having that spike of anxiety right before he spoke. The takeaway is to play it cool like Rocky. Other people really can't tell, and that's one less thing for you to worry about. And fourth, the peak or spike of nervousness lasts less than 60 seconds. The hardest part is usually the anticipation, the waiting. A teacher I know, Andrew Newman, talks about that spike of nervousness that happens right before we speak and right up until about 30 seconds into our message. That's when we feel the most intense anxiety. That spike of nerves goes down drastically once we get rolling. It's just like a professional football quarterback. Their anxiety is highest right before the big game and up through the first few plays. And then they settle into their game plan. So the mindset tip is to remind yourself that you'll feel much better just moments after you start your presentation. Number 5, accept that anxiety and nervousness are not a barrier from doing an outstanding job. Many speakers mistakenly believe that if they're nervous, then they can't do a good job. But it's just not true. Almost every athlete, for example, will admit to getting nervous before a big game. Anxiety doesn't stop them from performing well. Winning or losing games has nothing to do with how nervous a team is beforehand. And the same goes for public speaking. Some of the best professional speakers in the world admit to getting really nervous, but their nerves don't stop them from completely crushing it. So accept that anxiety is not a barrier to doing a superior presentation. Number 6, assume that everybody is rooting for you. Virtually everybody wants you to do well. We drastically overestimate the negative judgment or possible embarrassment we could experience. The truth is, I'd say that 99% of listeners are sympathetic. They've all done some public speaking. They know what it's like. And I say 99% because sometimes you will see people with an unpleasant facial expression, but even those people are probably just like that. That negative face that you see, maybe that's just the way they are. That's not about you. They're probably just having a bad day. So assume that everybody wants you to succeed and they are on your side. And here again are all 6 mindset tips. Your mindset is all about changing the way you think about public speaking, and it's usually a necessary step to overcoming anxiety. So my question of the day for you is, which of these do you believe would help you make the most immediate progress? Feel free to post your comment below. And as mentioned, I have a follow-up video coming out soon about the 6 behavioral tips to reduce speaking anxiety. I'll put a link to that as well as other resources in the description below as soon as that video is ready. Both mindset changes and behavioral changes are starting points that will get you on a more positive and confident.
Okay, what do you think about the video? I would like to listen to you. Memory?
All right. Once again, thank you for that space. I got just a number of points, but I will just follow as the system he made. Firstly, he introduced by explaining himself in recording in connection to another person. And then he talked about public speaking being a mindset program. And he talked that he has got some resources that he provides to people that are in 2 categories. The first one is about the PDFs that people tend to download and read on their own. And then he also talked about free classes, online classes that he holds so that he can teach people. In these classes, he said he teaches about mindset change, and again, he teaches about behavior change. And today, he focused much on the motivational talk, more especially on the mindset change. In this one, he justified that anxiety and nervousness are not an issue of trouble. It's not something that gives you signs that you are in trouble. But you have just to understand that what is happening is an inward thing that the spectators cannot see it is happening in you. And he talked also about this nervousness in connection with the excitement that it brings into you is not like an anxiety, but it's something that puts you in 2 dimensions where you may be happy, but again, you may also have some worries deeper in yourself. In this case, you remove such things by being able to have a play of some kind, or even try to play guitar or do any other thing that may remove that one or bring yourself to that. And he's talked about we should not talk about ourselves that we are the failures, but we have to talk to ourselves that we can be able to do. And then he also said that we have to understand that this nervousness and anxiety is not an outward expression, it's an inward expression, but also expresses something outside us. But it is just inside us. And he said, even those high profile people, they have nervousness and anxiety. But the best thing that we are supposed to do is to manage it. We have to take a breath and take some time, and then we can see how best it becomes. And then he talked also about how it graduates. He talked about the spiking of the nervousness. In this case, he said sometimes it takes some minutes or some hours. You are still more in that particular problem. But afterwards, after some minutes or after some seconds, then you settle down. Your heart settles down and you are able to deliver well before the audience. He also told us something about acceptance. We have to accept that nervousness itself is there, and to everyone is also involved in nervousness as far as public speaking is concerned. So we have to teach our learners that nervousness is an inborn, something that we have, and we cannot run away from it. But we should just develop some ways that we can remove that one. So lastly, he said that we should believe that the audience, our people that we are talking to, are rooted for us and they are waiting for us on what we are going to speak, what we are going to deliver, and how that will assist them. So he encouraged us again at the end by just repeating them. He just displayed them on the screen so that we can again see them and repeat what he was teaching, and encouraged us to take some or buy some or we download some of the resources. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Memory. Very important what you say. I was reading the explanations in the chat, and it's very nice to read the motivation that the people this group has to work with. I'm so happy for this. I'm so happy because you are really sharing the ideas that you have to work with your children, with your community around us. Okay, this videos is recorded into the classes, and then we will have the connection in the YouTube channel that teacher Lupita is going to share into the WhatsApp group. And she will also share the PowerPoint presentation into the group. Then you use it for practice and to review it after that. Okay, here we have 10 tips for public speaking. The first one, nervous is normal. Practice and prepare. Yeah, it's normal to be nervous when you're going to speak in public. When I was my last presentation for 2,000 people, really, I felt butterflies in my stomach. But when we started, that disappeared. Okay, know your audience. Your speech is about them, not you. It's very, very important about how are you going to talk, how are you going to express. Use your hands, your face, even your body, because when you are stand in front of a public, you have to need to be in a good posture. If no, that's not going to be a good presentation. Organize your material most effectively to attain your purpose. When you have a presentation, as the presentation that I'm showing your screen, it's necessary to be colorful, to be specific, not too much letters, not too much words, because we have to be fun, the presentation. Watch your feedback and adapt to it. Let your personality come through. Use humor, tell stories, and use effective languages. You don't believe me, maybe, but I love to open the cameras and see your smile. Because that makes me feel better. That makes me feel fine. It's necessary for me to see your smile. Don't read unless you have to. Work from an outline. Use your voice and hands effectively. Omit nervous gestures. Grab attention at the beginning and close with a dynamic end. Use audiovisual aids wisely. And I have more tips. For example, when you are practicing, it's good to record yourself. When you are practicing a speech, it's good to record yourself. Now it's easy with the phone, with the camera, with the Zoom, and anyway, record yourself and watch yourself. What is your body? How is your body? How's your face? How is your smile? I don't know. Even your clothes, how are you going to present? What are you wearing? It's very important. So record and you will practice. And another way for me to practice is talk to a mirror. If you watch in a mirror, you can see what you are doing by the time in that moment. And that's going to relax you also. Very important to practice this kind of exercises. Okay, at the end of the class, the students repeat after the teacher. This is the final motivational capsule. Means that we are ending the class. But remember, the motivation must be all the week until the next Thursday that I'm going to be here with you. Okay, we are going to repeat. I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
I believe in my intelligence.
I believe in my intelligence.
I believe in my ability.
I believe in my
ability.
I believe in my purpose.
I believe in my
purpose.
Finish primary, secondary, high school. No. Finish my professional career, a master's degree, a doctorate.
Finish a master's degree,
Finish my professional career, master degree, a doctorate.
End up working as a manager or with my own company.
End up
working as a manager or with my own company.
Have a social service.
Have a social service.
Search for a Nobel
Social
Prize.
service.
Be at peace, free, happy, successful, and fulfilled.
Be at peace, free, happy, and successful.
Dying done.
And
Be at peace, free.
I know I can do it.
I know I can do it.
And I am proudly world citizen.
I am proudly world citizen.
Thanks to Dr. Marcelino Munoz, who makes this program possible for all the people around the world. Thank you so much for your attention. It was really a pleasure for me to be here with you. If you want to watch the videos, please, Tutor Lupita, give my channel. There are the videos recorded. And share the PowerPoint presentation in the WhatsApp group. Then you could have for review. Thanks a lot for coming. See you next Thursday. Please remember, smile to the live because the live is going to smile you.
Yes.
Don't lose your smile from your face. Andrew, I like it. Aaron, you are serious. No, that's no good. You see, I made you smile. I like it. Okay, thank you so much. I'll see you next Thursday.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maria, teacher.
Bye-bye. Wonderful.
Bye. Thank you.